listen, we try to make you smarter here on this program. We try to give you things to make you smarter. Where you go around your office or you go to a dinner party, you go around and say, you know what, such and such and such and such. And people are like, this person really knows what they're talking about. And you don't have to give us credit. Don't have to give us credit. You don't have to say, I heard it on the Rich Eisen Show. We'd appreciate it. But if you don't, just take it as yours and as a gift from us to you for consuming this program. And I say that we make you smarter because this is our default. And plus, we know it kind of offsets other portions of the sports broadcasting, television, and radio community. It's a service we provide, not just to you, our consumer, but to the industry as a whole. Because we know out there are a lot of trolls. They like trolling. They get bored, too. Oh, gosh, when they're covering a Super Bowl, it's so much time. So every year on this program, new to you at the Roku channel, try to identify for you the cheese that will be put out there by some people in the media. Okay? Don't take it. Don't fall for this trap. Don't retweet it. Don't say, did you hear this? Did you hear that? Because I think it's garbage. And wouldn't it be amazing if this is one of the Overreaction Monday subjects you have in the chute?
I really hope so.
For hour 2. So the Philadelphia Eagles, it involves them. They're in the Super Bowl, don't you know? Mm-hmm. It involves them. This Eagles offense is amazing. Okay? They are number 1 in 2022 with 39 rushing touchdowns now. Okay? Including playoffs. That's the most of any team in a single season in NFL history. So they can run it. That's what you need, right? You need a win by running it. Okay? 4 rushing touchdowns on Sunday. Most in a playoff game in franchise history. Tied for the most in a conference championship game by any team all time. And this is the 49ers defense that they just did this to. Okay? There's that. Jalen Hurts. He just came up with his 15th rushing touchdown. That passed Cam Newton for most in a single season in NFL history. Cam Newton in his MVP season.
He was great that year.
Yes, he was. The defense, first team to allow 7 or fewer points in back-to-back playoff games since the 2000 Ravens. Just 7 yesterday and 7 points to the Giants in the divisional round. And here you go. That's the wind-up. Here's the pitch. This is going to be the number 1 troll take of Super Bowl 57, and it is the following.
Give it to me, Rich. Come on.
Who have the Philadelphia Eagles played anyway? That's one of your Overreaction Monday subjects?
30 minutes, people.
Who
Just
have
wait
they
30
played
minutes.
anyway?
That's
Who
so
have they played?
dumb.
Who have they really played?
Every team that was on their
Oh,
schedule?
take a look at their schedule for the season. At Detroit, they kind of on that. But back in week 1, who were they? Minnesota, they killed them. Who was Minnesota by the end of the year anyway?
12, 13
Okay,
games.
Jacksonville, back in week 4, this is when they were just the baby Jaguars when they took care of them. That's a playoff team. Minnesota's a playoff team. Dallas is a playoff team. But they beat Dallas. Who did they beat when Dallas was the quarterback? Was it Dak? No, it wasn't. They lost to Dallas when Dak was the quarterback. Forget that they didn't have their starter. But that's not part of this equation. They lost to the lowly Saints. Does it matter that they had their backup quarterback? No, it will not. They lost to Taylor Heineke. He got benched by Carson Wentz coming back in. He got benched when Carson Wentz came back in. Man, who do they look? They barely beat Indianapolis. They barely beat Green Bay. And then in the playoffs. Name me this will be it. Name me an easier run against the opposing quarterback than Daniel Jones and Brock Purdy / Josh Johnson and whatever the hell they were doing in the fourth quarter.
That's a legitimate point.
Okay, so name it. So they didn't even have it. Well, Mahomes, what is Mahomes doing? Mahomes took on, I counted it, 7 playoff teams. 7. And he took on the Jaguars when they were the Jaguars, roaring with their spots. Okay, and then, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow ain't Brock Purdy / Josh Johnson.
You better say it.
Okay, that's coming. As if everything else the Eagles have shown that they can do and have done means nothing. That's going to be the troll take of Super Bowl 57. And I'm proud of you, Chris, that you made it part of your Overreaction Monday coming, because I could see the way you're acting over there.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Okay. All right. And so it's coming. I know the troll media, some might even do it today because they can't wait. They can't help themselves. Pace yourselves. Don't cramp up.
Rich, Michigan had a harder non-conference schedule than the Eagles.
Thank you very much. There you go. Keep it coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Also, Tom Brady beat Marcus Mariota and Blake Bortles to get to the Super Bowl.
Okay. There you go.
So that was pretty.
What do you do once you get to the Super Bowl?
He won it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So, it's coming. Who have the Eagles really played anyway? Have they been tested? Maybe the least tested team in Super Bowl history?
This is great. This is great.
Perhaps? Because take a look at their schedule. Forget the fact that two other teams in their division that they won made the playoffs. Honestly. But Daniel Jones, he stinks. Except ask the Vikings if he stinks. And why did he look so bad? It's because Daniel Jones just reverted being Daniel Jones, not because of what they did on defense. And why did they beat the Niners? Because Purdy was out and Josh Johnson looked terrible? Because they knocked Purdy out of the game. Don't take the cheese. But it's coming. Eli Manning coming up next.
Man, Rich, I swear, it's like we share a brain. We've been doing this for so long together.
So I'm yin and you're yang? I'm the comedy, you're the tragedy? Is that what you're saying?
Cheech and Chong, maybe?
Okay.
Neither one of you resemble that remark.
It's coming. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.